Hello, hello, hello. It's Matt from Hawaii. I'm going to do a little video about building a 30-foot foundation for a yurt. I'd like to start off with concrete. Now, I decided to go with this curb design because I saw one that was done with a square, just squared off. And out here, the rain comes in sideways quite often. So water builds up on top of this square. And of course, it starts rotting here. Walls out. So I went with the curb design, which turns out to be just superior. And that was the only thing I contracted out, was the concrete work. And then next in line is these walls. Let me see here. Yeah. This here is the foundation. And you can see these 4 boomerang shaped concrete, 12-sided. Now this is a permitted build. So you can build it this way even if you don't get it permitted at first. But in the long run, if you ever want to sell it, then you could get the legalities done on the structure and the inspections. But out here in Hawaii, it's kind of a choice, permitted and non-permitted thing. But permitted is better because 10 years later you could decide to sell it. Alright. So the first thing you'd build is these little walls here. These over here are about 4 feet tall. All my footers were not level with each other, so I had to adjust the walls, pain in the butt. But basically just framed out 2x4 walls, treated boards. With the exception, the lag bolts coming through the concrete. Get these brackets here. And then along here they get the big giant washers. And next step would be the beams. I got 3 beams coming across here. One down there, one right here, one behind me. You can set them on top of these walls. It'd be that much higher, that many more stairs. And what I decided to do is notch these walls out and drop the beams down level with the wall. That prevented it from being too tall, and also had some other advantages on the outside, as I will show you. But I have 7 of these footers with 4x4s coming up to each joint in the beam. And of course all these brackets, which are nice. And each 7 of these footers, I had to put the knee bracing on because they're crazy about that here in Hawaii. Everything gets knee bracing. But after you've installed your beams and walls here, you get to your joists, which a lot of yurts go with this 4-foot gap. And I went with a 2-foot gap, which is what you need to get permitted. And did every bit of this myself. Whole lot of blocking over every beam. And of course the TNG flooring. And that was screwed and glued every board. 2-inch stuff, white pine. And that's almost it, besides I closed in these gaps. Those chickens were getting under here and laying eggs and pooping and you name it. It's all closed in now. And you got these little beams up that connect each one of these areas. Andy, come on. But at the last minute, I had my concrete guy move everything back and cantilevered the entire thing so these walls would be more protected from the elements. In design, this corner came right out to this board here, what they call drip edge. But I recessed it about 6 inches all the way around, cantilevered it. A little bit more overhang. So not only does my board not touch the concrete where water puddles up, it is cantilevered and hidden from the elements pretty much. Forgot to mention that put a tar paper, felt paper, underneath the walls, framed on top of the tar paper. And this board here is a composite board made out of that PVC material. And they recommended using plywood, and I just said negative. It's a drip edge, and this material is superior, but it was expensive. Hi, Sadie. What you doing, busy? But that's about it on the foundation. Passed with flying colors. That's the joist layout. Of course, that's the footers, retaining wall, and concrete. And that's a side view of the retaining walls and footer. And that's the footer, the wall on it. Getting those bolts to line up. Heavy trick. It's raining again. Rains every seems like 2 hours here. But that's about it on the foundation. So hope some of that helped out.